What's up, Glass House? This is Commish These Nuts. Here to do the week 9 recap. Before we get started, let me say one thing. Patch Nation still the 6-time world champions. You feel me? Don't let that one loss fool you. Don't let that one bad game fool you. Because you know how it is when Patriots lose a game. Everybody start overreacting. Oh, this and that. Hey, don't bet your money against them Pats. I'm telling you, you're going to lose your money. All right? Yeah, LJ them got the best of them. Ravens got the best of them on Sunday, but them boys still in there. Trust me. Um, Let me start this week 9 recap, man. We got first matchup is it ain't really a matchup. It's these nuts versus Humbleway, a 6-2 team going against a 2-6 team that quit. He got all active players in his lineup, but that ain't gonna help him none because he's going up against these nuts who had 37 from Christian McCaffrey, 23 from Kenny Galladay, and really that was all I had this week. I mean, Le'Veon Bell gave me 19. But we all know what happened to that nigga. That nigga did something to his knee, and good thing I got his back up. Anyways, that was it. There ain't much to talk about in that matchup because, like I said, we weren't really a matchup. These nuts improves to 7-2. Humble Way improves to, drops to 2-7. Next matchup we got the CMD Canes versus Ordinary Guys. Two teams that's actually still playing for hopes of winning a championship here. CMD Canes was led by I think me personally, the league MVP so far, Russell Wilson, 52 points, and his Texas defense, gave him 27. Other than that, he really had nobody that did anything else special, but it was enough to beat Ordinary Guys who had a particularly low score this week. Triple ones, 111. He had big games from Tyreek Hill and Emmanuel Sanders, and that was pretty much it for his team. He had a couple of guys with 0, 1, 2. Um, so hey, Ordinary Guys, you dropped the 5-4. CMD Canes, you're still on top of the league with the record of 8-1. Next matchup, we got Whoa 954 versus Winston, and this would have been a close one if Winston actually had some running backs to put out there other than just Melvin, but he didn't. His running back, Rashad Penny, gave him 1, and that wide receiver, Miles Boykin, gave him 0. And that was definitely the difference in this game. LJ gave you 32, Melvin gave you 25, Preston Williams 24, Jameson Crowder 22. He even got 19 from the Eagles defense. As for Whoa, he had Matt Stafford with 34, Mike Evans with 36. Bruh, trust me, every time I say Mike Evans, I put a bit of taste in my mouth. Trust me, I got my reasons for it. But hey, anyways, Mike Evans gave you 36. Bills gave you 21. So you had the second highest score of the week. Whoa 954, improving to 5-4. And Winston, you dropped to 3-6. Time is ticking, boy. You better buckle up. You only got 4 more weeks. Next matchup, we got Pat Haitians versus Maori. And this was the closest game of the week, only 7 points between the two. 7-point difference between the two of them. Maori was led by Zach Ertz, who finally showed up with 25 points. And then he got 24 from Josh Jacobs, 22 from David Montgomery, and 21 from Josh Allen. As for Pat's Haitians, it was Muhammad Sanu and Marvin Jones helping you out with 24 and 26. George Kittle gave you 19. The only downfall in this one and the reason you lost was Deshaun Jackson. D-Jax came in that game, played a couple snaps, hurt himself, and he gone. He out of there. Gave you 1 point, and that was the difference this week. 3-6 is your new record. Maori, you improved to 6-3. Next matchup, we got Bravehearts versus I'm Better Than You. This was a particularly low matchup between the both of y'all as far as score-wise. Bravehearts, you had Derek Carr with 26, and Tyler Lockett made it look a little prettier with 40 points. And for I'm Better Than You, Kirk Cousins gave you 29 and Derrick Henry 24. Then you had like 5 dudes with 8 and below. So I'm better than you. Continue your streak of excellence with losses. You have now lost 8 in a row. And I think, man, I think that's it, man. I don't think, now, of course, you ain't gonna make the playoffs, buddy. Not with an 1-8 record. Braveheart, you improved to 5-4. Next matchup, we got Pilo versus Cowboys Nation, and this goes to show that any team can beat any other team any given week. Yeah, a couple weeks ago, it was Glass House beating me, blowing me out pretty much. This week is Pilo losing to Cowboys Nation, a 6-2 team losing to a 2-6 team. Cowboys Nation, he was in a little desperate mode. I know he was because I see his running back is Cordero Patterson. Anytime you start Cordero Patterson as a running back, you in desperate mode. But one of them other dudes he started was Kenyon Drake going up against San Fran on Thursday. And Kenyon Drake snapped on the boards, man. Kenyon Drake gave him 28, so that worked out. Jimmy G gave him 39. He got 20 from his kicker, and he got 20 from the Chargers defense. As for Pilo, nothing went your way this week. Your highest score was T.Y. Hilton, little replacement, Zach Pascal with 20, and then the Panthers defense gave you 20. You had Stephon Diggs with 2. Nick Chubb only gave you 12. Saquon only gave you 14. You know, it was just a bad week. It was one of them weeks, so what they call a throwaway week. So you dropped to 6-3, Pilo. Cowboys Nation, still fighting. You improved to 3-6. Next matchup, the final matchup, biggest blowout of the week. We got Glass House Bandit versus Smash Motherfucking Nation. Congrats, Smash Motherfucking Nation, on having the highest score of the week, which you just squeezed and got. You barely got there when that Cowboys defense gave you that final touchdown with like 4 seconds left in the game. With the defense giving you that defensive touchdown. So, hey, you got 173. That was the high score of the week. You were led by the Cowboys defense, who gave you 31. And then you had Dak, who gave you 29. DK Metcalf gave you 26. You also got 19 from your kicker. As for Glass House Bandit, it was just one of them bad weeks, man, where nothing worked out. The only person that showed up was Devin Singletary, who the Bills finally cut loose, let him do his thing. Say bye-bye to old ass Frank Gore. Devin Singletary running the show now. 22 points. But it was just a bad week overall, man. So, hey, you dropped to 4-5. Smash Motherfucking Nation, you improved to 5-4. Hey, look, check this out. Like I said, man, the season is coming to an end soon. We got week 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 4 weeks, boy. 4 weeks to get y'all shit together. As far as trade deadline is November 16th. So you got the night of Saturday night. Not this Saturday coming up, but the next Saturday. As soon as it turns 12 midnight, turn it into Sunday morning. So 11:59 on Saturday night, that's it. Not this Saturday, next Saturday. Not this Saturday, next Saturday. All right? November the 16th, 11:59 p.m. If you ain't get your trades in by then, it's over for the season. That's it. So, hey, man, I tell you what, to all y'all teams slumming out, who barely holding on, just trying to, like, with the 6 losses and 5 losses, it's the time to make them trades. Don't they swallow your pride now, I'm telling you, because you ain't got that much time to work with. I'll see y'all boys next week, man, for the Week 10 recap. Patriots got a week off, but your boy ain't taking a week off. These nuts will be back. I'll holler at y'all niggas.